Okay. Let's call the meeting to order. Start with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. All right. Okay, attendance, town mayor here. John Post. Here. Jeff Walker, absent. Amber Fields.
Here.
Mary Jo Bender.
Here.
Brad Cage, I think, I just saw him drive up. And I don't see Chief Pennycuff. All right, we'll start with minutes from the March 12th meeting that were sent out the other day. There's Brad.
I'll make a motion for the minutes.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
We'll start with petitions or comments by members of the public present. I see we have some guests that have signed in. So we'll start with you.
I'm Fred Vogel, and I'm here on behalf of the Heartland Factory Crew, wanting to know, and Sam Ballinger. We could use the Burn Square for a car show again this year. August the 8th, 2026. Probably be start about 8 o'clock, go to about 3.
I know I'm in favor of it. I think it's great. I mean, last year you had a good crowd. We like having you do it.
I'll make a motion to,
We're gonna need some streets closed, so you must take the motion, right?
Yes, that's that part of it.
So we're gonna need
The Pike from the highway to,
from Jackson to today.
Jackson to Burnham, or you wanna go all the way through the tunnel?
I think we did last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
All the way to the bottom of the hill.
Jackson or Ripley? Yep.
And from
And then we did,
Brown Street from Pike,
well, last year they did it from Montgomery
Montgomery.
all the way to, I think just to Perry, on the other side of the courthouse. I don't think you went any farther than that.
No, but we don't know. We may have to have all the way around the courthouse. Depends what kind of crowd we have.
Okay, well, Brown would be Montgomery to Perry, and then Perry from Brown
Yeah.
to get you all three sides of the courthouse plus.
Plus go up to the,
Yes.
going west,
Yes,
1 block.
yes.
Last year we went down to
1 block.
the,
Yeah.
Proposing.
at the park there.
Yeah.
Yes, that was what, yeah. So Montgomery to Perry, and then Perry from
Jackson,
Jackson. Perry from Brown to Jackson.
yes.
Brown to Jackson.
Because they have barricade at the bottom of the hill, so not people can come up through there.
Correct. That way,
Yeah.
yeah, it gives you all that room along the side there. Good. Well, that's,
Okay, I'll make a motion that we close the streets from Jackson, to Ripley on Pike Street. And then on Brown Street we're starting at Pike to Perry,
Montgomery.
from Montgomery to Perry. And then on Perry Street from Brown Street to Jackson. And that we approve the Heartland Classic Cruisers on August the 8th for their car show.
Okay, we have Okay.
So if we do what we've been doing, it's worked
If
out
that's
real
what
well.
works for
Yes,
you,
yes.
that's okay.
It's
that's
worked out
fine.
real well, yes.
That's fine, okay,
Yes, it's fine. We appreciate it, but yeah, I
Okay.
think we'll stay with where we're doing.
okay, no, that's fine, I don't see any problem with that at all, setting them up there like you've done, so. That's good. And I see Napa as the sponsor. Good, like I said, we had a really good crowd last year. All right, yeah, you've been good to us, so.
Thank you.
Thank you. We need you. Thank you. Thank you. No,
Yeah.
not a thing. Okay, anybody else petition from the public? Just here for support?
Oral support.
There you go.
And cookies.
And the cookies. All right, start with unfinished business, the DNR Trail grant closeout. 2-3 weeks ago, she sent me an email that she was gonna get it to me by the end of the week, and I said, well, I'll be gone, but I'll look at it after I get back, and so she never did send it. So I followed up again this week, and it's still, don't have the final closeout paperwork. But I also have a few things I've gotta get with O'Mara on, some reseeding and any dead shrubs we have.
Did we get the bench fixed down there? Were they gonna do that?
Oh, I did.
No, they didn't.
The commons?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the parts in as part of the punch list. And we have more now for you. The sewer project, we went through closeout. The main thing that's outstanding is they have to repair the odor control at the commons. They put it in upside down and water got into it and burned it out. That's the main thing. Some paperwork on that. I sent you an email. I hope you saw it about the mission and everything else, so.
Would that be the reason that the people along Brown Street are complaining about sewer smell?
Wouldn't affect the people.
Inside their house?
No, that would not affect that at all. This is right at the commons.
Okay.
When it was working, I could tell a big difference down there. It didn't smell near as bad as it had in the past, but now it doesn't because it shows it's running, but it's not, so I don't quite know.
Yeah, I just, well, where my sister lives, their house, it's terrible, and then I know the Ramers' house, right, basically on that same block, they have the same problem. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either, and I don't,
And then the building where our old office was, it was always bad in there.
but it's not so bad in there now. I mean, I'm about the only one that stops in there occasionally. It doesn't seem-
I don't know.
I don't know the reason, I just honestly don't know. The government building figured out that they had a dry trap, last year.
Yeah, well, when they found out they were, yeah, and it wasn't working, because they were pouring stuff down, one of the drains too, that, like food and stuff, instead of, you know, it was clogged. It was dry in one area, and then it was clogging up, you know.
But the other problems, I know they've been there for years and years and years, and I just don't know. I don't think anybody knows why. I really don't know.
I don't know about where Cy Adams' house is, because he's never there.
I know the complaints or the comments have been out there for a long time, so.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything from the government center for a long time.
No.
Since they found their issue.
Yes.
One thing you might let them know is to have their vents checked in their property too, and make sure everything's vent properly. And depending on when it's installed, if it's installed properly, if it's getting good vent.
Vents and traps.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these old places don't have them.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of times if you have a bathroom too, if a shower or
Yeah.
sink that you're not.
They have
using.
everything, every drain covered, you know, like my sister's house, just because they don't know where it's coming from, it's just horrible.
I mean, you still almost need to have the,
not a drain in their house that really isn't used at least
Wow.
once a week.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know, it's just that street on that block seems to be where the complaints come from. But, and the Ramers have the same thing.
They're across the street.
Yeah, they're down on the corner by the commons.
we could try a smoke test. We don't really have the equipment or anything to do it, but, long ages ago, we did one in a small town and found all kinds of problems and all kinds of showers and bathtubs that didn't have tracks that were constructed.
Oh,
around the
wow.
house. Oh, yeah.
I mean, do we wanna do that and find out all the problems we have to fix?
We don't have to fix those problems,
Oh,
but
we
it
don't?
would show us problems we do have to fix out the street and, but
I can't even imagine all.
by and large, since we have in the top of the manhole, we have a rubber, or, not rubber,
It's a rain cap.
yeah, rain cap to keep water out. It also will keep the smoke in when you smoke usually.
Yeah,
But sometimes you'll see it come right up if you have a broken rain. But you can smoke somebody out of their house pretty quick, if there's a
Hmm.
show.
okay,
But again, we have to pay somebody to bring in the equipment
Right.
to do that. We just don't.
Especially since, well, like we found in our house, the trap was galvanized pipe,
Yeah,
mhm,
and it looked good.
Yeah.
The smoke test. And it was like, all the smoke coming from,
exactly.
and the top of it was rusted enough.
oh, well, I'll have to tell them
That could
that.
be,
Now, where the Ramers live, they shouldn't have that problem, that's fairly new.
they said they've done everything to it, I know that. They said they've had plumbers in there,
Hmm,
I don't know.
I don't know.
But the odor control in this project was at the commons to get rid of that big
Right,
stink.
I knew we did that,
Right, that's what that was all about.
okay.
Signed the SS4A contract, but, we haven't had a kickoff meeting. I'm wanting to get with Jeff. So I'll just try to follow up on that, and keep that moving. We submitted the park board 5-year plan the other day. The DNR has it, and it's on time, so subject to their review, it should get, I mean, it's been adopted by the park board, so the DNR says it gives it their blessing, if you will, that will allow us to apply for grants through them. And it's also gonna, the one on the website was the draft, but nothing changed, but I will get the final one up. There it said,
And do we still have to vote on that, right?
no, they're a separate standalone entity, so they're the only ones that need to vote on it and adopt it. I mean, they are their own, I would say legislative body, but they are their own.
Well, I mean, even though, like, the county has a 5-year plan here, the legislative body still had to vote on it.
I don't know the answer.
I know what you're talking about, yes, they do, but park plans, I don't think, but we can do that. I mean, have you guys looked at it at all? Again, it was on the
Oh, I have,
website,
yeah,
I didn't
because-
sell it out.
I looked at it,
Because
but I,
it's supposed to have,
But that's fine.
more, changes, this and that.
Okay, let's put it on for May, just as a formality, to make sure the town accepts it. Okay, I'll get that on the agenda then, and I'll get the new one up there, but again, all I added to it was the resolutions and public notice that you did. I added to the final pages of it, that's really, the other stuff was all done over the last few months, the DNRs. Okay. Trying to find a summer intern. Trish Spear runs that program, but she has not been, she just hadn't, we don't think we have anybody yet. Does anyone know anybody?
I have a question about that, I guess. No, I don't know about it or anything.
Okay.
Has she not got back to you because she hasn't gotten anybody, or is that still being funded?
It's still being funded, I just don't think she has it.
Because there was a thing on the workforce development thing that I heard Wednesday at a meeting, and it acted like some of this stuff was going been fairly shortly, you know, like within a week or two,
Oh, I haven't heard from her.
you know, so I didn't know
Okay.
if.
Well, she looked into the Earn Indiana. Remember last year we had high school kids and we didn't get in line quick enough to get reimbursed. She's looked into that and understands that program better than we do now. And part of the problem with that program though, if they're not enrolled in high school or enrolled in college, we don't get any reimbursement. So we could get somebody who graduates in May, but if they haven't enrolled in school, we're not gonna get reimbursement. So we're almost stuck with either getting somebody that's already in college or somebody that's a junior.
It's gonna be
How old
the
is
senior.
Colvin?
It's gonna be some. Coleman's gonna graduate. He's got plans already. I'm just, we need to find somebody, I feel like, but if we don't, we don't. But I mean, we can keep them awful busy, especially some of the things that we talked about for this, SS4A. They can do a lot of painting and things that apply to that, but, you know. That's gonna be our in-kind match.
She's probably our best bet. She knows all the kids.
She does, so, okay, I'll contact her again and just see if maybe we can find
Well, I
something.
mean, you'd think she'd be able to put feelers out or something.
Mhm.
you know.
Oh, I think she had, I just hadn't heard from her.
Yeah.
Okay, the marshal's truck. Talked about it last month, I don't know, we tabled it again, but we tabled it because we only had 2 people.
Yeah.
So maybe we should, I don't know, it's up to you guys. We just need, I think we need to do something.
Well, if we sold it, we'd have to put the money back into that fund, because that's where it was paid for. So,
Out of the way.
it's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I feel like. And they need a truck, or they could use it.
Again, that comes back to our liability though, if we give them something like that and, you know,
Our liability for,
anything that might occur.
with the truck?
No, with any kind of an arrest or,
But wouldn't they put it in their,
Yeah, it's gonna be the fire department.
no, I'm going to talk, no.
Okay, I'm confused too.
Yeah. We had 2, well, okay, we talked about selling it.
right,
And if the money does, it needs to go into that line item, but then I think we could transfer it out.
if we transferred it, it'd be their liability, not ours anymore.
Right, exactly. I'm talking about selling it.
Oh.
If we
yeah.
give it to the fire department, that's your guys' call. But it doesn't do,
It's a lot,
Well, if it has to go back into that fund, you
Yeah.
can't transfer money out of that fund.
no. To me, it's, either way, it's kind of the same. Transferring it to them is a lot less work.
okay, so if we put the money, we can't get the money into, for any
No,
other
it's
use
got-
other than,
I mean, typically,
see,
the money's gotta go back into wherever it was paid for.
it wasn't paid for.
Yes, it was paid out of that
I
fund.
thought it was a grant.
No, it was paid for,
It
because
was
we just paid it
for
off
out of Lloyd.
out of the Lloyd fund. Because we had a car payment that we paid every month until,
Oh, I didn't know, I thought it
Yeah.
was a grant. I
It was paid for.
misunderstood.
Because we had the,
I misunderstood.
because that's what happened, we got that money, and it's like,
we didn't know what to do with it.
well, now we can afford to buy a Marshall car.
Right,
You know, because the sheriff was giving us an old car and we let it, you know, which wasn't much of a car,
right.
and you know, you let it sit like down there along the highway just to deter people from driving through too fast or something like that, you know. I think even the last time we hadn't had it towed.
Yeah, we had a loan through First Financial for that truck.
Okay, I misunderstood all along. I thought it was a grant that paid for it, not a.
I mean, sometimes you can transfer a vehicle to another department, but that's a
We don't
police
have another-
vehicle, I
Yeah.
don't see how you can do that.
Okay. Well, it's up to you guys, I just keep bringing it up because it's sitting in the garage, I probably need to go down and start it at some point, or it might have a dead battery already.
Yeah, we talked to,
just anybody drive that truck. They'd have to have the right qualifications.
Well,
Well, but the marshal doesn't need any qualifications to have that truck, that's what I was.
But I thought we couldn't just let anybody drive it because it had all of this stuff in it.
If he's elected, he has full police
Yeah.
powers without any training or certification whatsoever, so he could take that truck.
But wouldn't we be super liable if we just had somebody with no qualifications driving that truck and they pay somebody or something?
That's what I get.
well, that's what I want to know. I want,
Yeah.
my question is,
Well, you're probably better off to transfer it, and then no matter who the marshal is, they won't have access to it.
Right.
You know,
I mean, it's just a figured head position anyway.
well, would you rather just transfer it then to the?
I would go for the less work. I mean, I don't wanna spend a lot of time trying to sell it. I mean, who's gonna do that?
Well, I mean, you'd have to sell it to another
Yeah.
police or fire department or something like that.
or, yeah, or like we talked about last time, you have to
We'd have to.
publish it to take bids and,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, we definitely want it to go.
Yeah,
Because the way it's set up, it's got the radio.
Yeah.
lights,
Yeah, I would go for just transferring it.
You guys.
So they're like Jeff's ones,
I don't know what Jeff wants.
do we need to table it again because he's not here?
That's what Brad recommended.
I recommended that last month, and he didn't, there really weren't any opinions expressed, so Jeff didn't.
Well, let's wait for him to come back and we'll make a
Okay.
decision next month.
Okay, I'll go see if I can get it started. Make sure it does. It, I mean, it sat for so long
Or we can,
with all those
once
electronics.
you transfer it, just maybe just start it.
I mean,
Yeah, we just need to get it started.
well, it may be just, I'm just saying,
I know.
when it sat that long and all that. But all we have to do is
I
check.
know Brett said it was always, he had to go start it every once in a while, it's a big,
Yeah. It's a great vehicle, I mean,
Oh, it is, it doesn't even
Or
have
they've been using
5,000 miles on it.
yeah.
It's got new tires, new batteries.
What if all the radios was peeled out of it, could you then sell it? If all the sheriff's equipment was taken out of it?
But it sounds like it'd still go back in that same,
Yeah, the money still has to go
Has to
back
go back
into
in
the
that same
public
fund?
safety fund at
Yeah.
the firehouse.
Even though it's a deregistered vehicle,
yeah.
doesn't matter, huh? Okay.
Either way, the money goes in, we can't get it out for anything other than public safety.
Right.
until they change the legislation somewhere on the line.
All right, we'll put it down as table again.
Okay.
New business, at the Art and History Park, I talked to Josh Shaw and Davey about getting the final bench set back up,
Oh,
sitting
good.
in the middle.
Yeah.
But have you heard anything from Mikey about the flower?
Have not heard anything. I can try to get a hold of him.
Well-
I know he's got it.
Okay, because I was just hoping to get it back in by Sassafras Days.
Okay, yeah, I'll get a hold of him and see, he needs help, I'm sure.
Okay.
So is Colin, he's still working, right?
Mhm.
So maybe, okay, well, I'll get a hold of him and let you know.
Okay, because for Sassafras Days, I'd like to get both of those
Yeah,
things
that'd be
done,
nice.
and, yeah. I sent you a note about a fire territory meeting on April 15th, if anybody else wants to attend.
So what exactly is that?
They're gonna have a discussion about converting from a township fire department to a territory. I don't know much more about it than that.
They wanted to do that, I wanna say about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And what it does is, when they set up the territories, like, a lot of times it'd be the whole county is a territory. And
Because they
then-
respond to everything
And then
anyway.
they'll have, like, say, the main firehouse at North Vernon, the secondary firehouse. The problem is, they said they was gonna probably have to end up shutting down the firehouses out in the county. Like Leavitt, Montgomery, and
Because of the funding?
Well, I think it's because once they become a territory, they have to have so many men to man these. I'm not, don't quote me on that, I'm not really positive. But I know it had to go through the commissioners to get this territory set up. And the commissioners voted, at the time, voted it down because of, that's the way I remember it. And like I said, don't quote me on it because I'm not real sure. And of course, legislature changes all the time with different things. But I think it is going to raise the property taxes substantially. So,
Then the other thing, I went through this one in Harrison Township in Thomson County. All your taxes from all your townships go to one pool for that territory. You don't have, Vernon's got their own money, Levin's got their own money, it all goes in one pool, and then they decide where that money goes out to.
I know a big part of it is the lack of funding, because it's changed so much, is why they're looking at it. But also, I think there's a big problem with training with volunteers at the present time, because hardly any of them have any kind of certification. And I know that's a big problem, especially with the ones that are farther out. They might have one or two people that
are certified.
are certified, and the rest are volunteers, nothing wrong with that at all, but it's all changed from what it had been.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be when we lived out in Montgomery Township, they actually came to my house and got me because they didn't have enough firemen, because the fire started and all those firemen were school bus drivers.
Yeah.
And they actually came to my house and said, hey, we need some help fighting this fire.
Did you say, no, I broke my leg last night?
I went, but it was basically.
Yeah, that's scary.
Well, anyway, I'm bringing up the meeting in case anybody else wants to attend.
Okay,
if-
yeah, I just didn't know.
If you can, I'll bring back any information they tell us. I know Roger Taylor's gonna be there, and I'll be there. And then, but they were going to have it in March, I think it was, and then got it moved. So otherwise, I would have just told you about that.
Oh, that's fine.
And I don't know if that makes it more underneath the county government too, instead of the, because, now it's individual, basically corporations or whatever.
So right now they're funded through the
Township trustee,
The trustee.
Well,
and in this case, the town.
the town.
The town and the town.
By contract. They sign a contract, like they sign a contract with us. They sign a contract with the township trustees. And the township trustees have a fund for fire protection,
Yeah,
but they don't necessarily have to go to Vernon.
it can go anywhere.
Yeah, if Roger Taylor wants to sign a contract with bigger township, like Vernon, because there are some townships that don't have fire departments, and
So he could split the money up or give it to
Yeah.
one place, okay.
they do that because, well, I think even maybe Roger might even do that a little bit, because I think DuPont might cover some of the township
Yeah.
down on the southern part of Vernon.
I don't know what the answer is to that.
So- But they'll have to figure it out, I guess, whenever.
Okay. Mower, we talked about that, and I sent it off to all of you. We think the Skaggs is short for this world, maybe, who knows? But I got more quotes, and then went back to D&J and got a couple more from them, and I think the lowest by far, was a net $6,299, because he's giving us $2,500 trade-in on the Skag, which I thought
That's pretty high.
I thought that was great. So,
I'm fine with that. It sounds like you found the best deal.
I think we found a real good deal, and it's local. I don't know where you wanna pay it out of. That's up to
I
you.
don't either.
But I just, near as we know, that thing could be 30 years old.
Oh, it's every bit of that.
I don't know if the hour meter doesn't seem to change, so I think it might be disconnected from AT&T. you know, it just doesn't seem to change. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll find a better deal, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Some of these were pushing $20,000.
oh yeah, they're expensive.
There, yeah, I was really surprised.
Well, we have, the options are, we can take some out of general fund, some out of seeded, there's money in donations. I think there's 6,000 in donations. The gift fund has $8,000. And then Riverboat's 2,800, that's not a lot. That's it. We can divide it up
Take
amongst
some of
those.
the parks, since you're mowing the parks a lot.
That's
Yeah, the
what I was
parks-
gonna say, we didn't use any money in the parks last year, did we?
No, but we still only have a $2,500 budget. So we could take 1,000 out of there and then maybe 2 out of general, 2 out of seeded, and then the rest out of, I don't know, donations?
It's up to you
I don't
guys.
know, I mean, any combination like that is fine.
But taking some from the park, I think would make a real.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's where it is used the most.
What have you got, 1,900 in there right now?
Well, we've got a $2,500 budget, we don't have all the money, we get the money in June and December for that fund in particular.
That's right, we used almost 400 last year, yes.
Yeah.
So the money that's in there is last year's money.
Yeah, we used what, $400, so the 1,900's like the cash balance of that fund, and then we'll get money in June and December that will total the 2,500. So that's kind of a cash balance, yeah. The problem is if something comes up and that we need to spend that on.
Yeah, I wouldn't do any more than
So what did you think, 1,000 out of parks?
that. I would think that makes good sense, yeah.
Okay. It was 6,200?
About 60.
62.99.
Okay, so 63, so 1,000 out of parks,
62.99.
okay. And then, maybe 1,000 out of general? I don't know, we've got 21,000 in seeded. And then 6,300 out in donations, and 8,000 in the gift fund.
What's the gift fund, is that?
That is what's funded through, I believe that's all of the Margaret Reese money that comes in. We get like $500 a year, she set something up for the town. But we haven't gotten that in a couple of years, we need to get a hold of them.
But we do.
Maybe we did,
I feel like it comes
Is
about
that
May.
through the
I feel like it comes about May.
through the community foundation,
foundation?
yeah. Or if somebody just gives the town a gift, but that's the only thing I can think of that was a gift.
You know better than anybody what line items can be used for, better than I.
I mean, I personally, the seeded fund has the most money in it, and there are not the restrictions on that.
Well, I wondered about this alcohol and drug services fund, because we've never,
I don't know what that's for.
See, we can
But I
hire
don't know what we can
reform
use it.
I
that to
think
mow.
you might wanna
Use
check
that.
into that, cause if that is from that opioid,
it
It
is.
is.
I think
It's very restricted.
that has to be, matter of fact, I thought that since we didn't really have what do I wanna say, like a drug and alcohol program associated with the town,
Right.
that was supposed to be refunded to the county, so they,
Some of it did get refunded to the
Oh.
county, but not,
Not all of it, we keep getting more and more. I mean, it's
Some-
not,
yeah.
every 6 months maybe we'll get a little bit.
Yeah, we get a little bit of money, and then they called that one time and asked us what we'd spend it on, and we told them we didn't spend any of it.
Yeah.
But they couldn't tell us what we can spend it on.
Well, I mean, yeah.
See, I think we could have.
If somebody hears that we're supposed to transfer it, let us know, because it's just sitting there.
Yeah, the one thing I would do is talk to,
A community event. How we're doing this.
Maybe-
It's very loose. I don't know.
I mean, that's the last I heard. It's-
I heard that, but then we did transfer some money, but then I didn't hear any more.
Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be every time they give it to us, we're supposed to give it back to them or what?
It's kind of crazy.
Because it's kind of like the federal or state or,
Oh,
well, it was like I think it was from a lawsuit.
It was.
anyway.
It was for the lawsuit.
Yeah.
So,
And since, and I always heard that if you didn't get so much or you didn't have anything to spend it on, you're supposed to go back to
to the
the
county.
county for them to spend on, whatever, driving alcohol programs or whatever they had.
And there was like two different accounts that it came, that I feel like that it's just sent
Yeah.
from. And one of the accounts did go back to the county, and I know we paid that, I paid that back one of the first years I was
When you
here.
first started, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think after that, they just take it out, or they don't even send it to us, but then it was almost like it was two different numbered accounts that it came from, and some of ours, I think that's ours to keep, what we have. I feel like.
But we don't have anything to spend
Well,
it
What you
on.
could do, I mean, it's kind of loose, from the way I understand, like, I think North Vernon is doing something, and I saw where it said they're using some of their drug and alcohol money, and it's almost, it might be like something to do with,
I mean, honestly, we could donate it to a drug and alcohol center or something.
Well, I mean, we got enough programs going on,
sure,
here at the church and stuff.
Right, I mean, something like that.
If they could,
I don't know.
if we could use some up for that, at them now or
we
something.
could probably have some brochures printed up for Sassafras Days and give them $1,000, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll research
Well,
it.
anyway, let's go on. with
Well,
it.
yeah, let's figure out where to get the rest of this.
So- Personally, I would take it from Seedit, or the bulk of it from Seedit, maybe 1,000 from the parks, and then the rest from
See,
Seedit.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, is that a motion?
Yes, I'm making a motion, we pay 1,000 out of Parks and Rec, and then the remainder for the mower out of the Seedit fund.
Might just note it's $62.99.
$62.99. And what's the name of the place is that Anderson or?
no.
No, this is D&J. in North
D&J,
Vernon.
okay.
It's, Steve Pennycuff's
Pennycuff, okay.
cousin, not his brother or anything, cousin, I guess.
Okay,
All right,
They've been in business forever.
yeah,
we have a motion,
Second.
a second, all in favor?
aye.
Okay. We've been doing open gym, but we still need more volunteers to manning it. We've been getting what, 15, 20, 25 people? You guys did last night, so. Just trying to keep getting more people signed up. Just to sit as supervisor, if you will. That's-
Yeah, it's not that bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It's just a few hours. All right, miscellaneous business. The cleanup, spring cleanup day is this Saturday, April 11th. The dumpster will be down on Brown Street this time instead of out here. But I think we can figure out how to move things if we need to, if anybody needs a hand getting it that way. But there's too much going on. There's a game here, there's gyms rented, there's a fundraiser for Tucker Waffen, I think was the name.
And then that auction's going on down the street.
And the auction is over there, yeah. So the dumpster, is the dumpster down there yet? Is it?
No, it's gonna come Friday,
It's gonna come Friday.
or tomorrow, I guess.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, spread the word if you need to anybody else, but that's our, we
How
don't
long will
have,
it be down there?
They said, just call them when we're done with it. So if it fills up by Monday, we'll call them. You pay one price and then it's like $3 a day after that, so. Well, we usually fill it up within a week.
that's it. So. We don't have anything set up this year like we did last year with all kinds of crews and all doing lots of setup. We haven't got to it this year. But it's there for the public for it. And like I said, we can probably run around and pick up anything that somebody might need. It's easy to do as well.
So where will it be, the fire station or?
Right across
The old
from
fire
the-
station.
Yeah, okay.
Right by where our office used to be, in the gravel part.
There's food trucks every Tuesday at the Roadhouse, in case anybody hadn't noticed them. They had 2 of them there the other day, obviously. A big thing coming up is Vernon Moves on May 16th, put out by the sponsored, driven by the health department. It's county-wide function, but they're holding it all over town. It's gonna have different things with walking, pickleball. Joe Rob's gonna do something with songbirds,
Bird tour, yeah.
bird tour,
Mhm.
different menu things and number of items here at the gym set up.
And I'm walking the trail.
You're walking
at
the
10,
trail.
Starting at the Commons.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
It ought to be a pretty, May 16th, all day long.
Saturday.
Well, that's why that's the day that everything's happening at once.
Everything.
Everything at once. On the gym restrooms, the plans, we have the design release from the state. We had the pre-bid yesterday. Not too many contractors, but I'll get an addendum out, and we're still working toward bids, quotes on April 29th. And we'll see how it fits in the budget. The restrooms, you didn't put them on.
I know.
Went to a meeting last night, one of the AIM meetings, and they're gonna get with me on more information about a couple things. One might be there's ways to get more funding for the parks through a district. There is what's called a MUST that I'm gonna find out more about, which is Municipal Unit Strategic something. Basically dealing with all these changes with funding and the Senate acts, and what it does to us and how we get our money from the county going forward. So I'm gonna try to stay on top of that. Then also find out more about possibly a general obligation bond, so that we can get money either to use for match money for other grants, or just to make some of the improvements and things that we've talked about that are sorely needed, especially downtown on the sidewalks and curbs and, well, you hear and numbers of different things. So I'm looking into all of that. And that is everything I know at the present time. So, John, you're,
Well, I went to the meeting yesterday, and, it was the regional planning meeting. And they also mentioned that, and I'm assuming that, if we go for any of the, community grants anymore, matching grants for like streets and stuff, that we've done before, that now, whoever does I guess it's the initial street assessment, I'm assuming, for wherever you're wanting to do the upgrades to, or, has to be certified.
yep, it's called a PACER.
Yeah, PACER.
Yep.
And I guess, there's something that they just started not too long ago.
Yep.
And, so I just wanted to bring that up, and I'm hoping that whoever if we decide to do that again sometime, that will the, engineer or whoever have somebody that's done that or qualified to do that, or do you know?
I don't know, I used to do them, but and maybe I can get certified, that might be. I don't know when the deadline.
Well, I don't know if there's a deadline to it. They said there was I'd have to look, but I think the end of this month they had some kind of program or,
If I can still do it without certification, I'll try to get it done. But then the next time,
Yeah,
it would probably be something.
I mean, I don't know, just,
They just made
but
it.
there is a guy in, the town of Hope that said that he would help out whoever needed. I guess he's certified, so.
Sure.
I don't know if that means he will come down and do it, or he kinda acted like he would come down and,
So it'd be good. Yeah, that or we gotta hire an engineering firm that has somebody.
yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
And that's good.
CCMG,
The CCMG, that's.
which we haven't done one now for a while.
Yeah, I don't think the last one we did, I think Josh is still working.
He was.
He
Gosh,
came down and done the streets or whatever, but
yep, that's what he did.
anyway.
Our problem with that is we don't have any management money
Yeah, well.
to hardly go to anything.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem. I mean, it's a great program, it's like 25% is all you need, but we don't have $25,000 to go towards 100.
But that's what I mean, there's another regulation that, you know,
Exactly.
kind of hold people back from,
Exactly.
well, us back, not so much.
I know.
And out there's also, they had a guy from Workforce Development, he was talking about the things that they had, were doing with the schools and how that had gone away. That's what I was asking you about.
Okay, I'll get ahold of her and
So. And I think that's all I got.
Yeah.
Jeff's not here. Amber?
I just have a couple things. I went to a program for nonprofits. It was about building better boards earlier this week. And a couple of things that they talked about was putting, like when you put your agenda together, putting time limits on things. And we had, I mean, like tonight, we're doing pretty good. It's almost less than an hour, but you know, sometimes things get off on a tangent, and if we put like a time limit on it and just say, okay, well, we're finished discussing that. I thought maybe we could try it, and then maybe try to get out within a reasonable time. And of course, if something comes up that we need to discuss, we're gonna take the time to do that, but, and Brad said he already did that with the Historical Society agenda. So I thought maybe we could try it. The second thing was, if we can get the, and this is up to Mary Jo and I, the minutes and the claims out to everybody a week ahead, or as much of a week ahead as, like, sometimes I guess the second Thursday of the month, we would definitely have a week. But to get the claims and the minutes out to everybody, and then have those items in what they call a consent agenda, so everybody's had a chance to look at it, you just vote one time on all that stuff and it's done, you don't have to spend a lot of time on it. And, you know, if somebody sees something that, like, oh, I wanna pull that out and talk about it, that's fine. But if it's just run-of-the-mill stuff, I feel like it would help us get the meetings going faster. Would everybody be okay to try that next month? I guess, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was one thing. And then the other, it was a really good program too. They have a grant program, a grant writing program coming up, and the first one I went to, it was like $25. So I would like to go to the grant writing program, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll find out how much it is, and then, if it's $25, I mean, I don't mind even paying for that myself.
Yeah, that's,
And maybe if somebody else would wanna go, but it was good. Okay, the second thing, I opened the North Vernon utility bills today. The sewer bill was $9,000. It's because of all the rain we've had. Maybe we could renegotiate that with them? I mean, we're paying on a we're sometimes paying for 400,000 gallons of waste to be treated more than we're using in water.
yeah,
Which, I mean, it's, the only thing it can be is the stormwater.
I'm sure.
And, which, I mean, I don't know how much more it costs them to treat it, but maybe, I mean, they know what's going on, because they explained it to me. Maybe they would consider renegotiating that, because a $9,000 bill, we only have $19,000 in that fund. So, I mean, that's good, if we have many more bills like that, we're gonna be in big trouble. And, I mean, they have to know what kind of a situation we're in.
Well, Brian Hatfield brought this up, I think at the time he was here. He told me that before, that he didn't think it was right that they charged the same amount.
And they
because
never give
They
us-
have this Storm King thing that doesn't require.
Maybe their meter's broken, they don't give us any numbers anymore, it's just, here it is, baby, here's
They're
your
not
bill.
giving you the numbers,
No,
man.
it's not from this to this. It's
No,
just
it's just the
so
same
much.
number, the two readings are exactly the same.
Oh,
We've got a flow meter down to the commons.
yeah, they should be making us the numbers. That's-
Well, I just feel like we need to do something or we're gonna be out of business.
Because how else they know how much they're getting?
Well, yeah, they have to know,
Yeah, they should be still
Yeah.
good.
but that's a lot, I mean, $9,000 is a lot. I mean, usually our bill runs anywhere from what, 3 to 6,000.
Yeah.
6,000 on the
Would be
really
a
high.
very- Well, it used to be, 9 would be a high one for both of them combined.
Right, that would be high for both of them.
Yeah.
Well, but they've gotta give us the meter readings, that's just.
I just feel like
They do
before we
on
pay
water,
that,
but
we
they
need to
don't
talk
on
to
sewer.
them.
They've never done it on sewer, it's just a,
It's just, yeah,
it's a certain amount. And,
anyway,
Let's try to talk to them and see, because.
We gotta do
they
something.
got- I mean, I mentioned that, you had mentioned the mission, wondering what's going on down there, and I didn't realize that it's, the mission at the Commons is paid for by North Vernon, because that's how they read the meter.
Right.
But if we're not getting meter readings, that's kind of, I mean, yeah, they're reading the meter down there,
well,
but we should get meter readings.
Yeah.
But,
and they have made mistakes in the past. I mean, it's not like they couldn't make a mistake.
oh, I know.
Because when I worked at
But
the
I know
school,
it is
there
all
was a
because of
huge mistake.
stormwater, and, but, like I said, Brian Hatfield brought this up a number of times, and he was on the utility board, that there's no reason, when it doesn't cost them anymore, they should continue.
Yeah,
all
because, I
these
mean, they've got the
charges.
plant to process all of it, I mean, it surely.
Well, it's, when they go into storm mode, they have the Storm King, and it doesn't cost them any, I can't explain how.
And,
the thing
and maybe
works.
we could make some kind of a deal with them that we get some, you know, during the heavy months, because it's, you know, January, and the spring months are the worst. Sometimes in the fall, and then, you know, like in August, it may not rain, you know, and the bill's really, well, it's really not that low, but it's more accurate when there's no rain, and it's a lot lower. So anyway, I just thought I would bring that to everyone's attention.
I've got a login for our mission down there too, so I can actually get on there and look and see if I can get the reports back,
Okay.
further back and see how much we are shipping out.
I mean, I know it's more than what we're bringing in,
Oh, yeah.
but why are, I mean, that's a lot of money. We're paying per gallon.
is the mission system the one that sends out the warnings when the
Yes.
warnings go off?
And it's all part of the SCADA.
Oh,
Okay, and then the last thing I have is, where did I put it? I talked about the changing up of the dogs.
Yes.
And I have a draft of that, if you guys wanna look at it, and I know Brad would have to, Brad Cage would have to go over it. I don't wanna vote on it, I just want
No,
everybody to
I was
look
gonna
at
say,
it.
can you email one to Jeff,
Yeah, I printed one out for him, I'll give it to him.
or give it to him, yes.
It basically says, you know,
Okay.
you can have your dog out in the afternoon if it's, you know, because a lot of people do that. They put their dog out to go to the bathroom or whatever, but I'm talking about a dog on a chain 24 hours a day. I mean, we've had so many problems. And I personally, I can't take it.
No, I agree.
No. And this ordinance is basically, it's copied from Indianapolis. They have the same thing.
Okay. Good.
to, was that Purdue? Did they get
Yeah.
that class? Yeah, I went to the same thing down at French Lick at the conference. And, yeah, very good. But some of that falls into what I'm going to say here too. In July of this year, there is and it's not even put out yet, they've got a sample form, but it's not done yet. We have to, as a town, have an asset management plan in place. The first year, which is July of this year, they're just asking us to fill out a questionnaire. There'll be no dings on us, nothing like that. They just want to know where everybody's at. So there's no need in spending big money to go to an engineering firm to get an asset management plan done.
Right.
Because I can work with RCAP, and they will send me in information. I work with Mike Novik, and he'll help me draw that up. I'm doing the same thing for DuPont. So that's all part of it. Now, the reason we have to do this is if we ever go for funding with IFA or USDA, we've got to have this in place, otherwise they won't talk to us.
Okay, let me get with you on, because I've started some of that already.
Okay?
And I know we're not due on it, we don't have to turn it in until 2027 or 2028. There's a staggered system
Yes.
that came out of it.
Yes, by alphabet, which luckily it goes by V, so we'll be at the end.
Right.
Right.
We've got some time on it.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of those in the past too.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got the form, I use the same format for the park assets and stuff like that, so it's really not too bad.
It's not, no, yeah. The second thing is they're going to require council training. Council will have to go to, I don't know how many hours it is a year or 4 years, what it is, but they are going to require some meetings that the council has to go to.
Yeah,
Again, this is for funding.
John, you brought that up, I think, last year, when you saw something about it. That's what.
And again, I'm working with RCAP because this is happening to everybody. I mean, everybody around us got to do it. So I've been working with Mike and talking to him, maybe getting something put together that we bring in, like Vernon, DuPont Council, North Vernon Council, have a meeting somewhere, maybe here, and draw several entities in to benefit from that, get that done one time. So, that's all I got. Yeah. The mission yet, when you talked to, was, fuel?
He was here for the odor piece,
Okay,
but the mission was, Terry was just flat out wrong. Everything he told you before. We have mission, the phone number's right on the box. He said, all you gotta do is call in and tell them you wanna get these set up, and that's all it takes now. He was wrong about the other part too, so I don't know.
Okay.
He made it sound awful simple.
I'll get the numbers off of them, call Mission, see if I can get that set up on the same one that we do with Water Tower.
Yes. Okay, I'll reach you, don't let me forget to give you the keys here,
Okay.
because everything's locked up.
Did you get some emergency calls from a woman last week? I sent you that.
I did not. One thing I'll do is I'm gonna get that, because that phone, it's hard to maintain two phones when one don't ever ring hardly. So I'm gonna get that phone number transferred, it's all right with council, to my other phone. And it goes straight to my phone that I carry every day, instead of trying to carry two phones. And it'll just transfer straight through.
Oh, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
But no, I did not.
Yeah, it is where it-
Just rolls over.
Yeah, or it just
Yeah.
forwards.
Forward.
Yeah, they call that
That
number,
way.
it goes to my phone instead of that one.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. No, there's no problem with that. Oh, and also, in my notes I sent you, in August, we have a water loss audit too.
Yes, it's due, correct.
And look into that and see what we need to do.
RCAP, again, I can work with RCAP to get that done. The only thing is we will have to pay for somebody to validate it. We can do all the work and get it together. And I'll work with RCAP to do that, but we're going to have to pay somebody, a validator somewhere to validate.
Well, I did last year's just for us, so we can see what.
Last year wasn't it required to be validated. Every 2 years, every other year it's required to be validated. Odd
Okay,
years.
well, I'm into data.
Okay, yeah.
We had the data on the water loss. Just pulled it out. Remember, you gave me all that. All I had to do was pull out the meter readings.
Yep. I need to, you get that data from you so I can plug that into the Excel spreadsheet to make it.
The,
Okay.
for what we.
For all last last year, it's gonna be how much we purchased, and then how much we bill out.
Okay.
And then any water loss we may have had, which I've kind of kept track of that, what we've had, if we've had any water loss.
I think you gave it to me in September, so I don't need to find the
Yeah.
last 3 months. Because I think you gave it all, you gave me 2024 and everything up to September.
Yeah, okay. I thought it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, we don't have to get into anything that's difficult at all, like
Now, it's just,
pipe sizing and meters and all
Yep,
that.
I got a Excel spreadsheet to come down from IDM and plug that into, and it goes,
Well, that's, August is not very far away.
nope.
All right. Anything else to come before the good of the order?
Yes,
Okay?
we have a flood damage prevention ordinance.
Oh, that's right.
I sent that to you after Marie sent it to me, and then Marie, or Susie, dropped off copies and with a note that said put it on the May's.
May's agenda.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, she sent me that
Yeah,
too.
because we,
Yeah, because you
Just tell me
can't
what-
pass it on first reading without unanimous council consent, so.
Well, I think she wants to bring it here.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay.
So that's why.
okay, well, I mean.
I wasn't gonna waste paper printing that.
Oh, I got this from her.
Okay, but that's why I just emailed it to everybody.
Yeah, I did,
But, yeah, they dropped off a print.
from the, from other board.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's gotta go through North Vernon, through us, through the county. It sounds like it's pretty boilerplate from 15 years ago.
Just a few small changes, I think.
I think it was just some wording change.
Yeah.
on anything.
So that'll be in that. All right then, we need two more motions.
Motion to pay the claims.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
One more motion.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I'll second.
Second and all in favor.
Aye.
All right, thank you.
7:33, that's a record, isn't it?
Just a good act.
I think Brad Cage had a quicker one last.
Probably did.
Just a good average.
Maybe once